morning, welcome to another week on Dean's Lost the Plot. I'm down at the gardens Friday. I finished work, I'm coming down, I'm running around like a lunatic, just getting everything sorted out. Grandad Dave came down earlier on and he filled the barrels up because I've not quite been down since Sunday. I've been that busy, it's been unreal. But coming in, I'm starting the water now, starting to feed, and then I'll show you around basically. Start with in the top Brassica cage where the Swedes are. I've had a bit of a tidy up. I'm going to lift and tidy everything else up when I come back down. So probably tomorrow afternoon. Let's show you what these are like. Of course, we've got the Swedes on the right side here, and we've got the 3 tomatoes and the heavy cucumber that was spare. I've just taken a couple of broccoli heads off here, this plant here, and I think I'll be taking this plant out now. In fact, no, I'm not, because there's a couple on the other side there as well. There's a floretta coming up the bottom there. So I'll have 3 harvests off this one plant, which is fantastic. The cucumber, it's setting some side shoots off, which I'm going to just chop off. In fact, have I got my scissors? No, I don't have my scissors in my pocket. I do. So I'm going to just, while I'm going, I don't need that. There's another one there. I don't need that. Doing it left-handed. Any more? Nope, don't need it. There's a bit of a split down here. I'll have to keep an eye on this down here. That'll support it a bit better. But for the plant itself, I've got a nice cucumber there, which is starting to come along. That's got it's good timing. But obviously, though, because it's outside, it'll be a bit slower than everything else. The tomatoes I do need to tie back in again, but it looks like I do have a couple that's actually set, which is great. Got a couple of mega blooms on this one as well. So I've got this one here, which looks really nice. That for a sunflower, fantastic. And that's on the first truss on a side shoot, and I think I've already got one. Have I got one at the bottom? Yeah, there's one there as well. So I've got 2 on this plant. I'll chop everything else off when I make sure that I've definitely got good heads on. So at least I'm getting 2 tomatoes off that one. Realistically, should only have 1 on. On this one here, I've got some nice ones underneath, some nice flowers underneath. I'm just taking the side shoots off. It doesn't look like any more mega blooms on these ones. Like I say, I need to have a good look at them. Same with that one as well. I know that there is one underneath, which is good, but I've not seen much of it. This side, this one at the back, is starting to split in the back there, and it's not looking too clever, to be honest, but it is solid. I'll get some yellow sulphur on that. Hopefully that heals it. You can continue growing. The bigger ones, which are these 2 here, they are coming along absolutely fine. I've just cleared everything out around. Oh, bloody woodlice, get out. It's my Swede, not yours. Oh. Just chuck that in the middle of the floor and I'll tidy up tomorrow. That's a good size. But I think that one's going to be the heaviest, as you can see from this side here, all the way around. And it's still throwing fresh shoots out the top, which is even better. And then we've got this one. So it seems like it's the 2 middle ones that are doing well. But time will tell. We'll see. We will see. That's the Brassica cage at the top. I need to tidy all this up, obviously, when I get a chance. Them tomatoes that I put in, the sun gold ones from the suckers, look at that. Just been outside, I've never even touched them. I got myself a nice little harvest. Extra. Oh, beautiful them. Glads are coming up down here, which are lovely. I need to get in here. These are too big. I'll have bloody pumpkins left, right and centre. It's already started to climb up here on this side, which I don't mind it climbing up. Don't mind it climbing up and finding its own way. I'll sort that out. But I've got a pumpkin in here already, which is already set. Looks a bit like a marrow, to be honest. It's starting to split on the top. I don't think that one's going to make it. You're seeing this as I'm seeing it, guys. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. So that looks like it's going to split up to there, which is a shame. But I'll definitely be. It's coming, it's crossing over and everything here, man. So in future reference, Dean, only 1 plant in this bed. If you want to put a plant in, put one at that side and put one at the very far side. Then you can meet them in the middle. Lesson learned. Inside of the cucumber house, or the yellow polytunnel, shall I say. Look at the size of this one, man. It's flying. It's right in my way, in my head. So I'm going to take these two side ones off because they will look to run about the same size, but obviously they're not. So that's what I think that's the reason why. Obviously we've got main stem and we've got side stems. They're off the side, this one's off the main, and you can see the growth on it already. So I'm going to get my scissors again, I'm going to snip that off back with my scissors. I'm just going to snip it off from that stem there, and then obviously sort all that out. When I'm off camera I'll sort that out. But aye, this one, it's a good size, that one. Speaking of good size cucumbers, look at that. This one is 31 inches long at this moment in time, with still 8 weeks to go. I'm hopefully going to push it. I'm going to push it. I'm very early with them. This one is growing an extra couple of inches as well, so I'm pleased to see that it is growing and it's still green. So the neck in itself is lasting out. I don't think it's going to last for much longer though. So I think this one's going to be going. I have to take a look at that. This was a weird shaped one, to be honest. You can see it's like thin in the middle. I have to hammock that one up, and we've got these two at the back here, which I don't think this plant's very good, to be honest. But that one's starting to yellow already, so I think this plant has been a failure. But I'm going to have a quick look around here, see what we've got, make sure everything else is all right, and then we'll have a look elsewhere. Okay, just for future references, let's have a look and see what these measure. We're already measuring massively over from where I was last time round. This could be well early. So this one here, from the top to the tip, is 29.5 inches. This one is 22.5. Baby one is currently measuring at 22. I'm not even going to bother with the ones at the back. Let's turn these round and we'll have a look at these ones. So this one at the front is currently measuring at 20 inches. This one is at 28. One here measuring at 23. This one 27, and the last one right at the back is currently measuring at 23.5. So high, huge, absolutely massive. I've hammocked the rest of them up, so I shouldn't need to hammock any more cucumbers up. I've also cut a fair few off, to be honest, and these are some of the ones that I have cut off. Try not to bash into these because I don't want to damage them. So there's just a couple that I've cut off, just in the hope that I get a nice big one on at least one of these plants anyways. I haven't looked at the tomatoes. I'll do them tomorrow. I need to move into the blue polytunnel and see what's happening in there. Inside the blue polytunnel, carrots are looking fine. Lovely greenery on the top. What's that? What is that? It's dead, whatever it is. There's a caterpillar right down the bottom. 2 seconds, I'm going to get this caterpillar. That's our caterpillar gone. But it's looking lovely and clean now. So I started by keeping on top of the spraying. I need to do another spray tomorrow. But again, looking nice and neat on the top. I'll have a look at this one here. That's a spider. I don't bother with the spider. What's this one like? I'll have a sneak peek here. Let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, hey. Can't even get my hand all the way around that. Take the car back. I'll see you in a few weeks' time. Well, end of September anyways. But they're looking alright. The potatoes are going to be a nice surprise. We'll see what happens when they come through. The radish is starting to push out of the ground. Underneath there you can see the radish. There we go. There's radish, actually radish I've ever grown that's actually taken. So that's good. Beetroots. Sod the beetroots. These have got new nice growth on again as well. These are just the sweet candles. See what we get. See if I can get into the top there. Just move my camera stand. See if I can have a sneak peek at one of these on the top. Oh, hello. Ooh, yeah. I thought of pulling them out. I need to get them a drink. And then on this side we've got the kohlrabies, which I've actually got some decent sized pups on, some of them. I've just been lifting them up underneath. There's none on that one, so that just showed us right up. Which one was it? Was it this one? Look, we've got pups on the side. The pups are the growth on the side there. I've just taken one of these leaves off. Never mind, a lot of leaves that get weird. But as you can see, look, we've got a pup on there, which is actually interfering with the watering pipe. So I'm pleased I spotted that, because it was just going to push against it. There's one on that side, there's one on that side. Is there any on the back? I'll just put my camera and have a look. Oh, yeah, looks like there is one at the back as well. So that's a good sign. And here, there's none on this side. And these are falling off. Tidy up around the back. Tomato that I put in. Looks like we've got a couple of tomatoes on there. One there. And this one is starting to come up, which is nice. And there's actually another one at the top there as well. So that's just on one side. Look at this side. There's another one on that side there. So we'll see what happens with that. And then obviously just the one at the back there, which also has some pups growing on all the way up it. So that could be a nice little surprise contender. I'll just try and see these leaves out of here. Don't want to be leaving dead material, dead plant matter underneath for it to rot away. But hi, and I've got a little radish on here which is starting to come through, which is great. I need to fill this barrel back up because I've been watering inside of here, so I'm going to put some feed in there, and then this can just look after itself for the next week. But hi, things are kicking along nicely. Very quickly, I've just watered along the side here, and as you can see, it's removed all the soil from the side. Look at that. There we go. That's just the top. Hopefully there's more of it underneath. Fingers crossed. But I will have to push all the soil back up around it so it doesn't get caught by the sun when we do have some more. Can't really put sun cream on a carrot, can I? Right, let's head to the sweet shop. Yeah. Well, these have been seriously neglected. Actually, I've not even touched them, to be honest. Never touched none of this side. All of these tomatoes get taken off on this side. The Garden's Delight. I take them down to my mum's. But I'll tell you what, they're a bonny tomato. I don't even think these didn't even look like Garden's Delight, to be honest. But that's what they said the packet was. I've still got plenty on this side, which are still going. The sun golds, which are absolutely beautiful. And I hard nipped the top off, but obviously it's still growing. I need to snip all the side shoots off, which I'll do tomorrow. Same with the top up there, but look at these, man. Still throwing tomatoes out, which is fantastic. Right, I'm going to have a look at the cabbage. And then I'm going to head into here because I'm going to put the light in here today. So into here, let's have a look and see what we've got. Cabbages forming heads nicely. Forming a nice head there. It's just a little one that's doing it. Another nice head on there. That one's a weird head, but it's more like a pointed head. It's starting to grow there. I don't know what's happening with that. Probably going to seed. We'll soon find out anyways. And this one, I've already had a look at this one, and it's really strange because it's not forming one single head. It's actually split. I'll actually add caterpillars in here as well, but it's actually split two separate heads here. One there, one there. Look at the caterpillars. Oh, just squashed. So I don't know what the hell's happened with this one, but it's grown all the way up to that point. And then it's just decided, we're not going to have one single head, we'll have two. So at this point in time, I've got that one, and that one. These might not see any shows, to be honest, but we'll see. Right, into that one here. I've just been tinkering on in here. I'm getting rid of some side shoots on this giant cucumber. And also found this. cucumber was basically, I did pull it through, but obviously I haven't pulled it through enough. So when it's growing, it's getting caught on the netting at the back there. So that was a shame, but I've still got a cucumber on there, so we'll have a later one. I'll make sure that doesn't go into the back there. So yeah, that's that. Tomato wise, we've got a tomato here. At least I've got one anyways. Loofah is grown up here, along there, and up to there. It's going to go along the back of there. This tomato, I don't think it's set properly at the bottom, but it is what it is. Chili's all doing fantastic. I'll just pick a long one when it comes to taking them down. I'm not going to win out with it, it's alright. This side, tomato again. I need to go through and get rid of some of these side shoots, like there's too many. But I don't think I have a mega bloom on here. But we'll leave it and see what happens with it. Radish is growing fantastic. We've got radish forming on the bottom. These go quite quick, so as long as I keep it well watered, it should be good to go. I'm pleased I got rid of the marigold at the side here, because this is going to grow massively. There is a loofah down here, which I'm busy growing up this side here. It's going along there. You see, all this stuff here was just put in kind of last minute. I've actually got a loofah growing from down the bottom there, just coming all the way along, and as you can see, we've actually got the first loofah. Marvellous. There's actually a few more around. There's some there. There's another one at the other end there, so hopefully we'll get a few loofahs off these this year. This tomato I need to stake up, basically. Again, another job to do. But what the plan today was, I may have to just knock it on the head and do it tomorrow. I'm getting some more of these lights. I can actually put the lights up, I've put the light up to be honest, but I might not wire it in. And the plan's going to be, I'm going to wire it. I'm going to pop it up here, pop two up here, one at the end, and then one into here, and then take it along, and then pop it into this charge controller here, where the lights need to go into. And the beautiful thing with one of these ones is the lights themselves have got little switches on, so I can turn them on, I can turn them off, so that if this solar charge controller decides to just turn the lights on and anytime it likes, then it'll the lights won't go on, basically. So yeah, I'm going to get these put up. There we go, dead straightforward. Now if I just wanted to wire one of these up, all I need to do is just take the negative and positive terminals, get some extension cable, and then take it from there along the top, plug it into there, jobs are good. But I need to wire these in correctly. So I'm going to take, I believe I need to take the negative down there, connect it with this negative here, and then take the positive all the way down and take the negative all the way down. I will double check with the way in which my dad's wired the shed, but they're in for, that's tomorrow's task, not to get done tomorrow. And then we can have a little bit extra light in here if needed. Right, into the shed. Let there be light. Oh, it's so much better than sitting in the dark over here. It's amazing. And also the battery is charged over there as well. So the battery is charged, the car battery is charged off of the solars, so that's fantastic as well. So I'm happy with the way that's turned out. I've just had a look at the way in which my dad's done this, wired this up, and obviously I can't do it exactly the same way. It's running from the battery itself, so I need to just double check something with the wiring on there. I may just end up just leaving one in, but I'll see if I can do two, and we'll go from there tomorrow. I'm putting my feet up for a bit and then I'm going home, so I will see you all tomorrow. Good afternoon, it's Sunday afternoon and this task is going to get finished right now, so follow us along, because the plan is I'm going to be not connecting the solar charge controller to last, and I'm going to basically daisy chain these two 12 volts systems. And what I'm going to use is some 2-core flexi junction boxes, staple gun. Nice and easy. We're going to not plug it into there, but I'm going to run some pipe across there, so it comes across up to here. I'm going to connect this up, and then I'm going to have another one taken along there till I get to this one, and that should be it done. Now, with any kind of challenges, I mean, I'm not a sparky. I've never done electrics. I could never get my head wrapped around it, but I believe I've got it this time round. Now, like I said, I rang my dad and asked him. As daft as a question it was, this is probably one of the more simplest setups you can do for connecting a couple of lights together. So let's see if I can actually manage it. Them lights all put on, and as you've seen there, all I need to do is just come in, press the power button, and let there be light. Get in. Obviously I'll not get the benefit of them, they get a bit darker, but the fact that I've managed to work that out and do that myself, for me it's a good feat. That I'm pleased with that. Right, tidy up time. So I've just sprayed everything with some Moonshine Bio, so everything is now sprayed and sorted, everything's now watering. I realised that I haven't really clocked the dripper system in here yet for the new circles that I made with the drippers all the way around, and it turns out after one 45-minute session, by the looks of things, or even an hour and a half, that barrel was less than half full. So I'm just busy keeping an eye on it at the minute to see how much is actually being delivered in half an hour, and then I can go off that depending on how much I want to feed the plant. So I've got that on at the minute into the barrel. So next task I'm going to get done is the pumpkins. This pumpkin patch is wild. So I've actually started moving a few of the side vines into that area there. So what I need to do is I need to get in that area with a hoe, and I need to clear it out and get rid of the weeds. I forgot to hit record on the camera. Never mind. Right, I've just cracked on, and as you can see, using the new hoe, I've managed to get rid of all of them weeds. The other stuff I'm just spreading out. It's left the top of the soil nice and loose as well. So now I've got one vine coming over, two vines coming over there, and I've got another one there, and another one sneaking in down the back there. So I've got plenty of vines to come in. Hopefully I can get a fruit and set on them. But this is all cleared up at the minute. I've still got to dig these tulips back in. For some reason they've pushed themselves back out again. Let's see if I can just do it with my fingers. Go. Tell you what, there is some weeds that I do enjoy pulling, because I actually pull from the base all the way up. See if I can find one, because I think I've just been through all of. There's one there. I've missed one there. It's these ones here, because if you find the base, just give it a pull, and the whole plant comes with it, which is great. Just pull the tops there. Just calling us a liar, that. But I've got one here. There's one from earlier. There's a big weed. I just pulled it from about here, and the whole thing came away, which is great. So there's some weeds I do like picking. But anyways, that's that sorted. Into the blue polytunnel, and I've already spotted something that it's made me sad. I've got a seed head on this kohlrabi at the back. That's one with all the pups on the side. So that's going to get pulled. And I'll just pop that radish in the corner instead. Right, I've partially cheated already. So I've already started pulling it out. So it's already loose. not so ready, because obviously it's just going in the compost bin. But just to give you an example, what it's like, obviously that pup's fallen off the side. So, aye, it's I think this is the biggest kohlrabi I've grown. I'm not too sure, I can't remember. I do really need to start writing this stuff down. That's why I started doing videos. I'll probably look back on the last one I did in any case. But aye, that's sorry about that. I don't know what stopped the recording. As I was saying, I've oh God, I have no idea what that was. So it's probably the biggest one I've grown so far. They are heavy things, but this is only a little one, just a baby. But aye, it's destined for the compost bin. I've got a few bigger ones in this one, and we'll just have to see in the next 8 weeks how they grow. Hopefully they put a lot more. I didn't put the radish back in the corner because it's too heavy. So what I've done is just put a dripper on the end of that one, and I've just closed it right off so it doesn't go, and obviously everything else can get watered, which is fantastic. Right, I'm going to see what time it is, and I'm going to make a start cutting these back, because I'm going to be doing some lifting of the larger bulbs and distribute them out at home and also to my mum's as well and some other people. This lily bed has been my lily bed for the last 5-6 years, and I've done nothing with it. I've only put a bit of feed in between the beds, and that's it. I'm ready to space them out. I'm ready to distribute them like I said before, and I want to get some new lilies as well. So these will all be getting dug out, and I'll only be keeping possibly a couple of rows, because I'll be getting a couple of rows of different things. So let the fun commence. Well, that was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. The only problem is, I haven't got enough buckets to pull everything out, so I think I'm just going to leave these ones at the bottom. And then I've got my original starting lilies, which have got no scent to them at all. And then I can put another 4 rows in of different varieties, which will be nice. So I've got clumps of lily here, and I've also getting rid of and dispatched of a load of lily beetle, which is great because they just keep a hold of they're still eating all of the leaves on the other plants, so I've put them all down in the compost bin. But all of these will be going home to Leslie's allotment and also to our house and my mum's to get repotted up and just basically stay in pots. Well, that's the most I'm getting done on my allotment today. Leslie wants to pop to her plot, so we'll see what happens when I go up there. I also want like a Grandad's irrigation system set up for his wall of flowers, just to help him out with that. But tomorrow is Sunday and we are going to Anna Gardens with the kids, and if I manage to get any footage from there I will show you tomorrow. Right, I'm at my grandma and Grandad, and my task is going to be to get these hooked up to an irrigation system so that I can water them. And Grandad, all I need to do is just make sure this barrel is filled up. So I've brought the one I've got from home. Got the one from home here. I'm going to stop here because all of my baskets I need the hose on, so I've getting some hose clips and stuff like that, and I'm getting that sorted out this week, so I can just easily plug it in, and I'm getting a different Wi-Fi module for that. So I'm going to get this sorted. pipe work is all in. Grandad's busy filling up the barrel there. And I'm going to get him an outside tap sorted out. But as you can see, hot water. I can't change it to cold then. So it's going to drip through here and it's going to land into the bottom just like that there. And this one it'll do it all the way along. I've even done this little basket as well. So this is the stuff that's coming out. This is how quick it's coming out. This is the end one as well. That's a great little drip, that. So that's all sorted. I'm just going to time it and then I can set the module up for my grandma's Wi-Fi. Grandad, that's some water pressure you've got going on there, mate. That's some water pressure you've got going on there. Right, so that's all I'm done. I'm just sat waiting for the water to drip down at the next lot. Like you can see there, some of it's already started. Once I get a good idea of how long I need to keep the system on, then I can set the timer on the switch, on the Raddy system, to then just water every couple of days for that long. But for me, that's all done. I'm pleased with that. Grandad's and Grandma's wall of flowers has come on absolutely beautifully. Looks absolutely lovely. And I'm pleased I was able to give them this for this year and the few years to come. It's going to help Grandad massively. He's starting to forget a lot of things. So just being able to fill his barrel up, and that's all he needs to do, is will be massive for being able to keep these watered for himself. So I'm pleased to help. He did give us some fishing rods through the week for me and Kyle, so nice to return the favour basically. But from me from this week, been very busy, been lots of fun had. I do have a video of us going to the Anna Gardens, which I'll put up another day because there's another 25-30 minutes of footage here. It's just basically us going through the gardens and stuff. It was a good laugh and it'd be nice to have a view back on in years to come. But from me this week, thanks for liking, watching and subscribing, and I will catch us all on the next one. Toodaloo.